Good morning, everybody. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It's Sunday in Australia and it's the morning here. I'm Tanya Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101, where I'm doing my Facebook Live challenge for 30 days and we're up to day 3. It's really exciting. I've got some people who are actually starting to do Facebook Lives on a regular basis or asking questions about it, which is awesome. It means that people are actually going to be taking action, which I'm really, really pleased about. Hi, Joseph. Nice to see you. Did you know that there's a link that you can join in if you'd like to ask me any questions? So Facebook Live, the Day 3 challenge is about how did it go? Hi, Larry. Nice to see you. Larry is one of the people who did a Facebook Live yesterday. Mohawk Joe is another one, and they posted in my group, Business Automation 101. So it was lovely seeing them do it. I know Larry had a few problems, but he kept on persevering, which is a part of what the challenge is all about, encouraging people to work through all the issues and let's see what we can do to get it working. Hi, Bob. It's great to see you join in as well. Bob does a webinar for his group, and he's really good at what he does. There's a lot of people out there who have got a huge amount of knowledge, and getting it available for anybody to be able to see. Facebook Live is one of the easiest ways to do it because you're there. You can ask them questions and you can see them. So today was about how did it go? Did you actually do your Facebook Live yesterday or in the previous video, day 2? Let's get the dates right. Hi, Mohawk Joe. I loved your video about the is it a meet that you go to, an auction show or something? Not a show, but an auction meetup or something. I can't remember what it was called, but it was good seeing you do that live video. And Joe's was really good because he did a Facebook Live where he had himself talking to the camera, and then he showed us around a swap meet. That's what it's called. We don't have them in Australia, so I wasn't quite sure what they were called. We'd call them a show. Don't know. I'll have to think it up and find out what the answer is. We usually call them car boot sales. That's what we have here. People just take their car with a boot full of stuff and they just offer it there. So it's been really good to see so many people taking action and deciding whether they're going to do a weekly, a daily, or a monthly Facebook Live. So today is about what worked, what didn't work. What do you need to do better? Do you have to look at the way you were speaking? As you all know, anybody who watches this on a regular basis knows that I have a big problem with continually saying so, and I'm aware of it, so I try not to, but I still do. It's a habit that I have to work on. So with each... Oh, okay then. So Bob didn't do a Facebook Live yesterday, but he did do a 2-hour webinar the day before. And Bob does a webinar every week, and it's really worthwhile following him and finding out what it's about. It's always chock full of information. Larry's was mainly testing. He had some trouble with his software and how he was using it. And that's what the group is for. Ask the questions, find out what to use, what other people are recommending. On the day 1 Facebook Live challenge, we had people like Philip Lopez and I've forgotten the other person, I'm sorry. Philip Lopez and Jonathan Harmon. That's eventually comes back to me. Jonathan Harmon and Philip came up with some ideas of what to use. Much better, Joe. I was wondering what you knew that I didn't know. He said hello to Bob and spelt the name wrong. The point of it is that by sharing your Facebook Lives and asking questions and what could I do better and what could I do, what could I change up, what could I look at fixing or changing, it gives you the opportunity to improve yourself. I look at my early Facebook Lives and think, wow. Admittedly, true honesty here, I hate looking at previous videos of myself, but I'm seeing that I'm much more confident. I don't say as much as I say and as I say so. What's happening is that you get more confident, you're happy to talk to people, you smile more, you share more as you're doing it. So as you have been doing it, I'm finding that you get much more comfortable. Oh, thanks, Sammy. Sammy has joined in. Now, if anybody on the Facebook Live would like to join in, I've put the link in my Facebook group and also in this post to be able to jump on and have a chat to me. I'd love for you to be able to do that. I'm just going to show what the link is. You can't click on the link, but you can find it in the Facebook Live comments below this broadcast. Excuse me. So I would love for anybody to jump in and just let me know how they're going with their Facebook Lives, or you can just comment below. What I do have to say is I'm incredibly proud of everybody who is doing a Facebook Live, whether they've started because of this challenge or they've already been doing them. Because sharing yourself on the screen is one of the scariest things you can ever do. It really is. It's the same as talking in public. For a lot of people, it's a scary thing to do. Putting yourself out there and saying, hey, this is me and I'm talking about whatever I'm going to talk about is a really brave thing to do. So be proud and support anybody who's doing a Facebook Live. Whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, support them. Say, well done, or, if you've got some helpful comments, don't criticize people because it's not fair. They're actually putting themselves out and letting you know what they know. And whether you agree with it or not, doing it where you make them feel like they haven't done a good job is not really fair. They're offering you something of themselves. So be polite and respectful and say thank you. You can send a private PM and say, hey, it would have been better if you could have this, or I think you got your facts wrong, because we can all make mistakes. This is live. You can easily get numbers around the wrong way or believe something that you've read and be reporting it. So just let them know in a private message or, however else you might be able to contact them and go, I think you got your stats wrong. Do you want to do a bit of a correction? Now, if they're a smart person, in their next Facebook Live, they'll go, by the way, in my last Facebook Live, I said this, it wasn't quite correct. This is the right answer, and keep on going on. And of course, then if they disrespect you, then you can, then you just stop following their Facebook Lives. It's really a part of what we have the choices of nowadays. Day 3 is about what worked and what didn't work, what can you do better. And, I've got both Larry and Joe saying, if they can do it, anybody can. So thank you. And wonderful. It's one of those things where taking that first step is the big hurdle. Now, whether you decide to do a daily one or a weekly one, by having done it for the first time, the fear has to be gone. You might not like the way you speak. I've told you I don't like watching my previous videos, but I have to because I'm uploading them and doing other things like that. But you're still, you've done it. The fear can be managed now because the unknown has been conquered. You know what you're going to look like and sound like on a Facebook Live. Joe, I loved your Facebook Live. Larry, I love talking with you. You and I have got on a shared Facebook Live in the past. If you're a bit concerned about being the only person on there, use some of the software that allows you to have a guest and talk to them. Always make it an opportunity for anybody who wants to join in with me in my Facebook Lives. They can. And Sammy did it yesterday, which was wonderful. The Day 3 is about, hey, I did it. Day 3 is about taking pleasure in the fact that you did it. You got it done. It's out of the way. That unknown is gone. You know what you look like on a Facebook Live. You can hear your voice. You can listen to your mannerisms and you can live with them, or you can decide to try and change them. But you've done the first one. So the second one isn't as scary. Day 4, the next video will be about now repeating it. But today was just take a moment, look at what you've done, enjoy what you've done, be proud of what you've done, and encourage others to do what you've done. Don't be scared anymore because you've done it. It's there. It's not a fear anymore because it's behind you. It's that, do I open that door and is there an axe-wielding murderer at the front door? You've opened the door and there was nobody there. the axe wielding murderer is gone. And for a lot of people, Facebook Live is an axe wielding murderer that they just can't face. Those of you who have done your Facebook Live, congratulations, and I am so very, very proud of you. And those of you who are still considering whether you will or you won't, let us know in the group what is the reason why you can't do it. It can be software, it can be issues, it can be you've got a cold. I wrote in one of my posts that the only thing that can stop you is laryngitis. Even with laryngitis, you could theoretically hold up placards. You can do a mime. I haven't seen a Facebook mime. I wonder if anybody's ever going to do one of those. But anyway, the point of it is do your first Facebook Live and then enjoy it. Look at how well you've done. Don't look for all the flaws. Just look at what could I do to improve it. And in some cases, you don't need to improve anything at all. You know, Joe's was great. Larry, yours is getting there. It's just a case of getting the software working properly for you or finding the right software for you. There's no one size fits all. I'm using BeLive TV. I'm waiting for the screen sharing to come. If it doesn't come soon, I'll be going to something else that'll allow me to screen share, because what I need to show and demonstrate needs a screen share. That being said, I'm sticking with BeLive because it's easy and people can easily join in and there's no software to download and settings to set up or anything else like that. I just log in, sign up and start, you know. And everybody who knows me knows that I go for the simple solutions. And BeLive TV is one of the simplest solutions for getting on Facebook Live, apart from it says it's launched, but I haven't received it yet. So I'm hoping that I'll get it soon. I don't know why I don't have it yet, but I definitely would like it. I was actually on a Skype call with the BeLive interns, which was really interesting, and the questions that they asked. And that was the thing that I said I was waiting for. It's a whole heap of things that work for you. Find what the software is that you like. Find the products that you like. Use Facebook Native. Use the phone like Joe did. Use what works. It doesn't matter if somebody says something else is better. Use what works for you. For quite a while before I started this, before it became available on PC, I was told get a new phone. Well, I didn't want to get a new phone. I like my Windows phone. I might be one of the few people in the world who do, but I like my Windows phone. I was seriously considering changing it because of the fact that Facebook Live videos is the current future. 3D or probably 3D and VR will be probably the next one, but we're not there yet. So as a part of my business and being about automation, I had to find a way of doing it, but then Facebook Live made it available on PC. So I was fine. Use what works. Don't go looking for the holy grail. Use what works for you now. Okay, so Joe doesn't have a cam on his camera. That's fine. Use your phone. It was a great Facebook Live. I had no problems with watching that. It was really good. It was really interesting. Again, yep, and that's it. As we're talking, you know, people are saying, oh, good. Okay, Bob. Yes, definitely. Sorry, I missed your message, Bob. But yes, definitely, he's going to do a Facebook Live into my group about his weekly webinar. Absolutely support that. Everything that is about ways of making your business run easier by using automation is what I support in my group. I support sharing your groups. I should support sharing Facebook pages, products, everything else like that. I just don't want people who are just spamming it for the sake of spamming it. And we normally set it up so that there's a Saturday sharing. But during the week, if you've got something that's really interesting, I never have a problem with people doing it. Pretty much a live and let live group manager, because if you don't respect the house, then I'll kick you out of the house. It's as simple as that. And most people very politely will ask me in a PM, can I post something? And I've put into the rules about what can be done and can't be done, and I'll keep adding to the rules because it's about what works. And in my group at the moment, it works that people are sharing information and sharing Facebook Lives and sharing videos that they've taken. That's never ever been a problem for me, and it never will be, because it's all about learning more things. Just in this short Facebook Live, we've got another option we can use, which Sammy has shared, which is called XSplit Broadcaster. I use Be Live. There's another one, what's it called? There's several available. You can use the Facebook native application. And when you post into my group, except for myself because I'm the manager, you have to be an admin using Be Live to be able to post into a group. Others might be able to do it, and we'll those of you who are in my group in the Facebook Day 3 challenge, put what works for you. Use list all the products so that people have a choice of what they want to use. There's no one way of doing anything. There's always at least 2 ways. Usually there's about 15. It's just the way you've been taught. So let's find what works for you. What works for me, you may hate. You might not like what it does, or you might want more, or you want less, or you don't have a cam like Joe does, but he's making do very nicely with his phone. Have a tablet, use a webcam, whatever works. Don't go out and spend a lot of money. I've been saying that since day one, because use what you have. And then as you build your business, or as you grow, or as you identify a need, get the next product up, or then go and buy a webcam, or, get a new mic, or whatever you need to do. But it's a case of using what you have and just start it. Don't use the need for, I have to have great lighting and a backdrop and a big camera and a big microphone, and means that I can't start until I spend, I don't know, that'd be $400 or $500 worth. Start with what you have. Use your phone. It works. Works great for Joe. Larry was using a couple of different softwares. He kept trying, and he'll keep trying until he finds the one that works for him. That's what you do. That's what Day 3 is about. What worked? What didn't work? What would you like to have? Ask. I want a product that will do these 5 things. Maybe currently Be Live only does 3 things. So do you stay with Be Live, or do you go to something else? Or do you wait, as Sammy has said, and wait for the screen sharing to become available? Simply use what works for you and assess. Analyze, look at what you do. If you're an online business owner, or even if you're an offline business owner, you should be looking at your business all the time. And if you're using Facebook Live, that's a part of your business. How are you using it? How does it look? What can I do better? Day 3 is, let's see what we can do better. Let's see what worked. Let's see how I can improve. Let's be proud and share that I did a Facebook Live. Post in the group today. Yes, I have done my Facebook Live yesterday. Here's the link again. Let's share it around. Go and have a look at it on my timeline, in my Facebook group, in my page, wherever you've posted it. Share it around. Be proud of it. Shout out, hey, I did my 1st, my 5th, my 60th, my 90th, my 100th. However many Facebook Lives you've done, be proud of it today. Thanks, Bob, for saying that. I really appreciate you. Day 3, be proud of what you've done. Look at what you did. Share. Tomorrow, I keep saying tomorrow, in the next video, Day 4, we're going to be looking at what will make it available to everybody. So I posted a little bit about I talked a little bit today about being proud of what you do. Tomorrow and in the next video. I keep saying tomorrow, and I've been told it should be the next video, but it's tomorrow for me. So another bit of habits and training I've got to do. But in the next video, let's look at how we make sure that everybody knows that you're doing Facebook Lives. Because on the first one, you're sort of like, maybe I won't ever do it again. But now you've opened that door and you've had a look at that axe murderer, and it's not there. So now you can go and talk to everybody and say, here's my Facebook Live. What do you think? What would you like me to talk about? Some of my Facebook series have come about because I've been asked a question, and then I've done a series on them. Use the power of social media to find out what your audience wants and to make sure your audience knows you're there. That's why I use Be Live, because it allows me to schedule it. This post was scheduled last night at, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. So that meant people were seeing it for a good 10 hours. That allows you to know and schedule and be aware that I'm doing a Facebook Live. What do you need to do to let your audience, the people who follow you, know that you're doing a Facebook Live? That's for the next video, and I'll talk about it more then. that's my morning so far. Thank you very much for everybody who has joined in live. I really appreciate you. Anybody else who is watching it, the replay, please let me know what you think about some of the comments I've said. If you've got any questions, definitely come and join BA 101, which is Business Automation 101. We would love to have you as a part of the group. And to those who did do Facebook Lives yesterday, Joe and Larry, and share that into the group, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you did. And to Philip, Joe and Bob, Jonathan and Bob, who have shared their information with us, again, thank you so much. Everybody who contributes is helping all of us, and I, as I said, always appreciate all of you. I'll be back tomorrow, as always, for my next Facebook Live, and I will see you then. And I'll be in the group and answering comments here. Come and say hi. I'm Tanya Shipman from Business Automation 101 and Simple Solutions Today. See you in the next video. Bye.